Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video guide for Ark Survival Evolved. In this video, folks, I'm going to be showing you how to tame a unicorn as well as an Equus. Now, of course, the unicorn is a very rare creature, and on certain servers, or the vast majority of servers, only one will ever spawn. However, on Ragnarok, you can get them to spawn multiple times, and with the unicorn on the island map, for example, once it has spawned and has been tamed, another one will not spawn until that one has either died out or been transferred off the server. So it is quite a rare creature to obtain. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please do not forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself, and if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on the channel. Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And of course, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. In order to ride this, if you want, you can of course craft a saddle. You'll need to be level 20, and you saw there the ingredients that you need. Of course, for the purpose of riding a unicorn or an Equus, you don't necessarily need a saddle. It is recommended though, as it does offer some armor protection. They don't really have that much HP. So with that being said and done, there is my target right there. It does prefer the simple kibble. This is of course a passive tame, and of course the simplest way of doing this is, before you even decide to start taming this passive creature, you want to make sure that there is nothing dangerous within quite a vast area of where the Equus or unicorn is located. Now I say Equus and unicorn is because basically the unicorn is a very rare version of the Equus. They use the same saddle, they use the same taming method, and so what you want to do is you want to sneak up behind it. You don't necessarily need a ghillie suit. It does help if you have a ghillie suit, but I am wearing tech armor, so you kind of want to time it so that you kind of sneak up right behind it, run up, E to interact, then E again to mount, then of course E again to feed it the kibble. You can of course also tame this with berries and vegetables. It does prefer vegetables to berries, and preferably carrots in terms of vegetables. That is its most preferred thing. But if you find a high level Equus like I have here, then you really want to go with kibble, just because kibble does do quite good with taming it. And as you can see, the Equus is running, or in this case the unicorn is running, and you kind of have to watch what the unicorn is doing. I did want to say that the running of the Equus or unicorn is random, so it will run into any area. It feels like it's pretty much random where it goes. You have no control over it, you have no control over the camera, which is why you want to make sure that the area is clear. Also very important to note, you want to watch the body language of this creature. When it starts kicking its feet back, that is when you have to press the interact button to feed it another kibble or vegetable, or of course berry. You can of course also use the meho berries, so that was the animation that tells us it needs another feed. If you do that too early, you will be knocked off the horse. If you do it too late, well, you will be knocked off the horse. It will run away and it may run into danger. Now, luckily, I did make sure that there's nothing dangerous around, and things that can complicate the situation would be something along the lines of a giga. Now, here where I am on the Ragnarok map, gigas do spawn, as do aloes, and these things can also spawn in areas with rexes and dead-ons and stuff like that. They are not very fast, however, they do have a decent carry weight, and of course, you can also use a lasso once you have tamed it and set up a saddle on it. So as you can see, I have tamed this Equus. Now it does have a back kick, it does apply torpor, however, as you can see, it is very, very, very flimsy. It is not fast. It cannot outrun a Rex. It cannot outrun an Aloe. So you really want to be careful with this. With that being said, and then I'm going to be showing you how to tame a Equus, which is the exact same thing. It's just the very common version of the unicorn. And I think the most I've ever seen in terms of unicorns is once on the island map, and I think maybe two at the same time. No, actually one at the same time on Ragnarok. So once you're ready to tame an Equus, again, this time around what I'm going to be doing is I'm not going to necessarily be looking at the area, and I'm not going to be clearing out the area. In terms of clearing out the area, it's up to you how you choose to do that. You can either kill the bad stuff or kite them very, very far away or off cliffs and stuff like that and hope they don't find their way back. Now, I did see previously a 150 Equus here, so I'm just going to gamma up here so you guys can see as well. I'll pick up my wyvern. I don't want to leave it here unsupervised. Okay, so let's go and tame this bad boy. Now, behind me there are several aloes. Hopefully it does not run into that direction. It is quite far. If it does, hopefully we manage to tame it before we get killed on it, because this thing cannot outrun the aloes. And another thing you want to watch out for is it jumping off cliffs as well. Luckily, the cliffs here are not that big. And it's the same as with the unicorn. It does prefer the simple kibble. And both for the unicorn and the Equus, you want to craft the Equus saddle, and you can place it on them. As I said, it will give them armor. You'll have the ability to use a lasso as well. And it does also allow you to carry quite a few things. Now, I'm showing you how to do this because on official PvE servers, you cannot pick up dinos with flyers. That is not a thing. That is only on PvP servers. So obviously, I am trying to cover both servers in this. Now, on servers where you can pick up dinos, you can use a creature such as a wyvern to pick up the Equus or unicorn and drop it in a taming box. That is probably the safest way of doing it because it cannot run into danger, but because that is not a thing on official servers, I'm going to show you how to do it this way. Also, be prepared in terms of taming this thing, because if you get too close to a unicorn or Equus and are too late with the interaction, it will be skittish and run away. Same thing applies if you get kicked off the back of this creature. It will run away and you will have to chase it. It may possibly run into danger, and you may end up losing that really rare 150 or 145 creature that you're trying to tame. By the looks of it, this wonderful Equus decided to take me into the dangerous area. You can see a Giga there in the distance. Now that is a massive danger. If we get too close to it, okay, we've got aloes on our back, so that's even better. And now, if you find yourself in a situation where you are chased by aloes, what you want to do is you want to kind of start running uphill, then run downhill, and do some jumps. Alternately, what you can do, you can try and kick it out like that. It will apply torpor, but as you can see, the aloe is doing a massive amount of damage to the Equus. So the other next best option to do is, what I'm going to do here is run downhill, do jumps. It does seem to move faster when it jumps, so do bear that in mind. You can keep ahead of it. Also, you want to put obstacles between you and your chaser. In this case, I used a trike, so I'm hoping that the aloe will aggro on the trike. And it seems to have done that because it's not following me. I can't hear it behind me. So basically, number one, do not panic. Number two, run downhill. Don't forget to jump. And number three, put whatever passive creature between you and whatever's chasing you. That is pretty much how you get rid of your aggressive dinos that are trying to kill you once you've tamed it. Obviously, that is only once you've tamed it, because when you are in the process of taming it, you cannot control what the Equus is doing. It will do whatever it wants to do. So just bear that in mind. So as you can see, this guy is pretty bloody, but we did manage to get him out alive. Also very important to mention here is that the most common way of passively taming the passive creatures is to put whatever food it prefers, or whatever food that you have which it prefers, in your last action bar, and then walk up to it and interact with it. This is the most common way. There are other ways of course, passively taming creatures in the game. However, I will cover that in a video, as I will be making a video for every creature in the game that is tameable and how to best tame them. With that being said and done, this is it. That is how you tame an Equus, or in this case, a unicorn. I do hope that you folks have enjoyed this video. If you have, please do not forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos and content to the channel. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. Until next time, Stay safe, folks.